Hi beautifuls, welcome back to YILDIZ Readings 5D. For those of you that don't know, I'm a psychic medium, twin flame coach. I cover astrology, moon energy and personal development. If you do want to come join us in the members hub, we have private twin flame questions in there. No super chat required. And yes, monthly I come to you live, and during those sessions you're able to ask quick super chat questions. Now for this video, we're going to tune into your psychic energy, connecting into your love interest, any blockages or the unexpected that can come up. So please stay tuned, because this 2 weeks is set to be very, very interesting and pivotal. Love and light, guys. Let's get into the energy. Hi beautiful Geminis, we're here to do your energy check-in for this week, and I may make reference to the following week, which we will be having, fingers crossed, weekly energy updates. Now, I've pulled the cards ahead of time. For those of you that don't know, I'm a psychic medium. I cover astrology as well, and I do twin flame coaching every Friday, which is Western Australian time. But if you click the bell and you want notifications, I always post in the community, and that way if there's any time change with scheduling, I will update you during the community, through the community tab. Okay, now you've got number one, the full moon in Libra is hitting your 5th house. So you might have changes happening in the realm of co-creativity, deeper intimacy. There could be something changing where you've been digging through the money financially, trying to tie up bills, but there could be something happening with children as well. You might be moving the house around. It may be that children have, grown and they've fled the coop, and you're coming to terms with those dynamics, the old versus the new. Very separately, uniquely, your read's coming through very romantic. Now, I'm pulling the energy more so to see what is coming up, but I feel the way you're looking at it. Number one, Mars is in your 1st house at the moment, and this is Mercury. It's funny because even tuning into yours, I started getting sinus issues, so I had to take an antihistamine. Not that I'm a doctor and I'm promoting it, but it is what it is. So you've got Mercury in reverse. So it's throat chakra, it's communication. I feel it's very conscious in your operation at the moment, which usually you'd say. Mars and Gemini, it could be coming through with you that you're feeling maybe people are projecting, but I feel you're handling this better than you think. And I kind of figure if your throat chakra is going, it's because you feel there's nothing you can say. You're observant. You're looking at it. You're watching. The full moon in Libra can be to do with what another energy is doing. But the way it's coming through, you've triggered someone. Who have you triggered, Gemini? Now this can be yours, right? This is to do with jealousy, but I kind of get the feeling it's happening with another person. Now, you may have viewed a situation and thought, I want that. That was mine. That was my ship. That was my boat. That was, why is this? It could be, why is a person getting more? We'll get into it. But the way it's coming through is, for some of you on a soul path, and I do read for soul path members, and it kind of feels like this. Some of you, it might be you're reflecting back. You'd gone through a separation. You're looking at it. We'll get into the cards. So there's jealousy here at hand, but I'm feeling this is somebody else is projecting towards you. They're wanting you to be a certain way. Now, they're wanting you to answer the call, but you kind of feel you need to deal with this. This is something and I feel it's to do with somebody else's energy. Let's get it that way. Number one, in the past position, 10 of Cups, this can be an ex. Could be to do with family, and yes, because we're having the full moon in Libra, we can have wounds relating to that. Mars energy for you, it falls in. The chart's a million miles away because I'm in a different room at the moment. 11th house, your hopes and dreams, you put things on hold. Regardless, it didn't go where you wanted it to be, something's shifting now. This can be an ex for some of you. And in your mind, you're kind of looking at it. This could be to do with your previous connection, your value systems, wanting to take it to the next, space. But somebody in this dynamic has conflict. Conflict of interest, dramas, trying to get out of bedlam. And the way you're looking at it is like, okay, how do we get from A to B? This person, you're seeing it, you're casting a critical eye on it. You're like, okay, I'm not going to say anything, I'm viewing. I'm not going to take any action, I'm going to watch. And I don't know why at the end of this month I started hearing the term Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuff at eating her curds and whey. I don't think it's all the whole nursery rhyme. I feel it is the fly on the wall, having epiphanies, reflecting back Mercury and Pisces, two things that we thought were, and as they are now, we're looking at it and we're casting a critical eye. Now, the answering the call might not necessarily be that you have to. It's that somebody calls upon you. Now, somebody may call upon you, and it could be in relation to the way they're kind of dealing with you. It might be when they're talking to you, they're very quiet or they're very private, and they're two different energies around other people. That can be due to a person who's around them, a perspective, and it could be guilt. And maybe because you did have a connection with this person in the past, for some of you, not all of you. But I do feel somebody can be asking some of you this week, hey, I need a hand. Something's going to be asked of you. Separately, you may be observing this, thinking, can this person do what they need to do to turn their ship around, therefore us joining in the middle? So the way, for some of you, this is an ex, and this could be a twin flame soulmate, and you're looking at it going, okay, want to go to that next level, want to get to base 2. A lot of conflict, trying to keep away from it, not wanting to get into drama with anyone, but you know how this is going to go. You're kind of casting a critical eye on it. You're like, is this a me thing? Is this something I need to do? Because you're recouping, you're pouring a lot of energy into your life. I do feel for some of you, you're getting your life in order, you're turning direction. Some of you could be balancing 2 jobs, but there's been a lot of change in your life, and 2021 is the element of change. Many may have already gone through that, so you could be well and truly used to change being a paradigm. That it's been forever happening, and it doesn't have to be as scary as we think. So whatever, you can also see that this person's going to have to change a great deal to get out of chaos, right? And it is the 5 of Wands. Okay? To climb up in the pit, out from the pits of hell and the clutches of hold, and to stand on firm ground, recoup, recover, and take stock of where they are now. This will be a lesson learned. This will be something they will actually understand, where they shift the focus onto self. I do think when they're working, they think. This can be somebody that's very, very tactile. It's like very similar to when you're triggered, you actually go into cleaning mode. Some of us, not all of us. This is sort of how this person's being shown to me. It's like they keep busy, and while they're busy, they actually reflect on, the problem at hand. At times, that can be an avoidance, but it's always innately going to come through spiritually. The Sun in Aries is bringing some interesting dynamics. Now, I do feel for you in particular, Gemini, money can be coming in for you. I do feel you're moving things around in your own life. And I also feel as though April will be pivotal for you. But we will get into April's energy next week. I'm going to try and get these up earlier and earlier each time, but we'll see how we go. At the moment, I do feel this person has a monetary related dynamic that they need to deal with. And you're pretty much looking at them going, look, that needs to be addressed. Now, inside of your own energy in your life, I do feel good luck's coming your way. And I feel if you have been really focusing on your contracts, focusing on work, tying up loose ends, cleaning shop, cleaning home, you're shifting things about. It's this brand new energy coming through for you. And I do feel some of you could get some really amazing news. And it's like whatever you've been guided to address, you're doing it. This can be triggering this other individual because they could potentially be struggling with it. Meanwhile, you're ticking the boxes. You're a mover shaker, Gem. You're a mover shaker. You're doing what you need to do. You're like, no time for sadness. What do I mean by that? It is what it is. If you're not happy, you're not happy. If you're happy, you're happy. If you're not, you're not. You're focusing on moving into a higher vibration and effectively pouring energy into purpose. Okay, what is this 5 of Wands for Gemini, and what is it for this other person? Oh, okay. Okay, a man is not a plan. That's kind of what's coming through. It might be because other people haven't been there for you, and the other person maybe is being their own worst enemy. So you have been focusing on your side. You've been focusing on, okay, I've forgotten the name of the movie now. Castaway. You know, the only friend he's got is the ball. He's put a face on it. Can be a figment of our imagination of being our own best friend, metaphor. Wear it. Problem arises, we show up. When both energies are waiting, nothing gets done. And so it's like you're taking over something. You're stepping in and you're dealing with things, and it could be a pile of paperwork this high, and you're getting in there. You're like, I don't know when it's going to end, but I'm just going to keep going. At some point, I'll get there. This person is freshly starting this, and you're sort of like, look, I'd love to help you. I've got X, Y, and Z going on. And you're thinking, okay, got no time for this. I need to sort some things. Some of you, this could be a separation that you had and you're tying up that paperwork. Others of you, it still can be you're looking at a twin flame and you're thinking, hey, you know what's going on here? Is this moving? Is like this shifting? The way it's coming through in the clarifier is for you. It's like nobody's there, so you have to adhere to these emotions. You've got to adhere to these 3D tasks. And on the other side of the fence, it's sometimes we are our own worst enemy. When the writing's on the wall, okay? Reaping what we sow. It's like, geez, trying to be intentional here. Now, both parties are going to recover. I will say that. We're just doing things in a different way. Okay, what is this? 5 of Swords. I do feel you to be a little bit like standoffish when it comes to these individuals. It's like, I have things going on right now and I don't want to argue. I don't want drama. Yeah, you're kind of like, you just want to celebrate. You want to have some happiness. Some of you, this can be a person's anniversary coming up. But there's a little bit of, you're trying to lay low. You're like, I don't want drama with individuals. I do feel this other person could be putting on a very brave face that everything's fine, but you're seeing at surface level it's not. Yeah, it's value. There's something to do with money coming up though. I do think you guys in your own life are working hard and not having time for fun, but it's because you have a big plan. It's temporary. It's not forever. This other person, I do feel that they're not having a good time. I'm going to pull a chakra card for them, and we will go into it in the extension read. But I'm feeling they're feeling. It can be like they're giving their power away, but at the moment it's just that, you know, really trying to come to terms with something. They're up in their third eye. They're up in their toots. I call it in toots. They're up in their head. Trying to behave here. Mars energy is making us funky. Almost like second guessing their intuition. It comes back. It keeps telling them and showing them the same. And then it comes back again. It's like, no, you know, I need to convince myself it's going to be okay. I've invested. I've put money in here. You know, they could be married. And this can go both sides, guys. This can be how you're healing. Now, the outcome is reaping what we sow. Get off full moon on Libra. Dread to think what it's going to be. What is the clarifier for that? Give me an animal totem, please. Or a native spirit card. Okay, some sense of energies moving away from us. Moving towards, you know, having some hermit time. Stepping away from drama, getting work done. I do feel it can be emotional moving into the full moon, but I do feel really beautiful rebirth. And it's the metamorphosis of a caterpillar going into a cocoon, and then the rebirth and the after effect. That there are stages. This stage here is quite a big one because it's going to be a super moon. So we may be away from people that we need. I feel you're addressing and, you know, dotting the I's and crossing the T's, and I feel there's stagnation, but it's very temporary. We're going to go into the extension read and see how this is going to shift this week and how this individual is going to relate to you and what answering the call is about. If you want to join us, come through to the Members Hub. The link is below. Otherwise, I will see you next week for your energy updates. Stay tuned for the moon updates as well as for the Twin Flame Lives every Friday. I'll see you soon. Take care. Thanks for joining us. If you do want the extension read, it is in the link directly below in the box. Also, all the booking information is there. Please subscribe if you do want to have current updates relating to astrology, moon energy, twin flame path. I do have super chats, so if you do feel you can't afford a reading, you can jump through and have a question during the sessions, as well as if you haven't joined my website, please do, because I do put up notifications relating to when I'm coming live, any events coming up, and specials. Take care. I will see you later. Have a great week.